we're going to take a quick look underneath the skirt of this manufactured home. Manufactured homes are also commonly called mobile homes. So they are built on a steel chassis, and they are brought onto the site, and then they are typically supported by concrete blocks in our area, which is central Massachusetts. So let me show you what a typical support looks like under here. These concrete blocks are pretty common. Unfortunately, in this case, you can see a gap, if you look closely here, between the wood shim on top of the block and the metal chassis, meaning that the block or the chassis is moving. In this case, I believe it's the block, because if you look down here, you'll notice this is on bare soil, and in other areas, it was fairly apparent that the block was moving, meaning it was not placed on an adequate footing. So the block appears to be sinking into the ground. The better installations, in my opinion, that I come across are under, there's the skirting that you can see on the outside. Once you get under here, if you've got a concrete slab instead of open dirt, they seem to hold up a lot better in my experience. So that's one of those things that I'd probably be looking for. And if not a slab, maybe at least not wet. So they weren't doing a great job on managing water in this location. So all the soil underneath here was really wet, and you can see how much rust that has allowed on the chassis. And then it's also common, if you got a wet crawl space, to get odors in the home, and possibly mold and excessive moisture, all the things that go along with having too much moisture underneath a home. It's really no different for a manufactured home. One other example here is this one right here. Again, if you can see there between the shim and the chassis, there's a gap indicating that this is moving, and that's going to be a problem, because now it's a lot harder. It's a lot harder to fix after the fact than it would have been to do this correctly from the get-go. All right, so I think that's all I got for you today. Thank you for watching.